When heaven is about to confer a great responsibility on any man, it will exercise his mind with suffering, subject his sinews and bones to hard work, expose his body to hunger, put him to poverty, place obstacles in the paths of his deeds, so as to stimulate his mind, harden his nature, and improve wherever he is incompetent. To love all people, that is the true path to virtue. Universal love is the way to bring people back to the right path. Grief at the death of a friend demonstrates that we prized the friendship. People's desires are insatiable like fire and water. A man of great virtue will be troubled by none. The sage does not accumulate for himself. The more he uses for others, the more he has for himself. In everything, uniformity is undesirable. Leaving something incomplete makes it interesting and gives one the feeling that there is room for growth. Only when there is trust can there be friendship. To be able to practice 5 things everywhere under heaven constitutes perfect virtue: gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. What is humaneness? It is loving people. When we see men of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. The reason why heaven does not speak to us is that we are occupied with our own words. He who attends to his greater self becomes a great man, and he who attends to his smaller self becomes a small man. To be able to practice 5 things everywhere under heaven constitutes perfect virtue: gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. The people may be made to follow a path of action, but they may not be made to understand it. The sage does not accumulate for himself. The more he uses for others, the more he has for himself. Happiness is the absence of the striving for happiness. To love all people, that is the true path to virtue. The great man is he who does not lose his child's heart. The people are the most important element in a nation. The spirits of the land and grain come next. The sovereign is the lightest. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. When the root is deep, there is no reason to fear the wind. There is no greater delight than to be conscious of sincerity on self-examination. Those who work with love and with intelligence find that in the union of these 2 powers there is a secret of irresistible strength. In teaching, there should be no distinction of classes. Friendship is one mind in 2 bodies. The cautious seldom err. What is meant by "be a plain, solid, simple block"? A gold miner does not think of getting gold when he sets out, and a good fisherman forgets about the fish. This is being a plain, solid, simple block. The tree that cannot shed its leaves when the time comes is not a healthy tree.